today's society, pushing ourselves to the point of burnout seems to be fairly standard for men and women. Today we're going to look at what you can do to start healing emotional burnout right away. Hi, I'm Sarah and thanks for watching this video. Just before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that I've got some really great content planned for the next few weeks, including my next video where I'm going to be sharing the 5 steps that you should take immediately when you realise you've burnt out. So make sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified when this goes live. Now let's dive in. The statistics show that when it comes to burnout, women are up to 60% more likely to suffer burnout than men. And this is largely a hormonal thing, since men have a lot more testosterone. So when a woman's testosterone runs out, she moves on to operate from adrenaline and cortisol, which have negative long-term effects on her body. If we truly want to reach our full potential, we need to find a better way of operating than pushing until we burn out. And this is speaking as someone who spent a decade in and out of burnout as a lawyer. So let's dive right in with my top 5 tips for healing emotional burnout. Number 1, tune into your body. When you're suffering with burnout, taking care of your basic needs and asking for the support that you need is even more vital. We can lose perspective of this when we're in the midst of it, but if you can listen into your body and intuition, you'll hear an inner whisper that says, I can't do this anymore. During the worst of my burnout, it was something that I screamed out loud several times a week. Take a moment to tune into your body and ask yourself how well you're really coping. Have you been sleeping and eating well? Have you been drinking enough water? Getting breaks, fresh air? Having a gentle awareness of your body's basic needs and acknowledging what you are and aren't doing will be a great first step to healing. Number 2, replenish. As I've mentioned earlier, burnout is often caused by operating on cortisol and adrenaline for too long. Cortisol prepares us for that fight or flight by releasing glucose into the body. So even if we've been able to avoid those sugar munchies, I can't sometimes, our body is still being flooded with glucose when we're burnt out. So healing emotional burnout takes a lot more than a couple of days of rest. We need to meet our basic needs, as we've said, but also find a way of reducing the stress hormones in our body by making mindful activities a real priority. Walking in fresh air, meditating, making conscious decisions about our workload can be a great start. Number 3, say no. Sometimes it takes reaching the point of burnout or even realising that we've been in burnout for years, like I was, to make us stop and see how much we're committing to in our lives. If looking at your diary makes you want to go straight back up the stairs to bed, you may be overcommitting yourself. It might be that you're saying yes because you don't want to offend people or let them down. But when you're healing emotional burnout, it's really time to step up and put yourself first. Get really clear on what you can commit to and make a conscious effort to say no to everything else until this becomes easier for you. Number 4, fulfillment. As we've said, you can't do everything, and telling yourself that you just need to push harder is what leads to overwhelm. Society tends to reward and idolise being busy. My pet hate is that phrase, smash it, as it seems to suggest we're more worthy if we're destroying our goals. When we're stuck in this place, it's only natural that we find ourselves piling on our plate without stopping to look at the big picture and our vision for our life. When I work with my clients, we take some time to plan out their visions for the future, and we get really clear on the bigger impact that they want to make in the world. We put aside the need to be busy and look at how the day-to-day activities are making a difference to their family and their community. Yeah, just makes a big difference. Number 5, ask for help. Now is the time to put away your pride and call in the troops. You need to seriously replenish and recover and start healing emotional burnout, and this is going to require support. Asking for help is one of the best things that you can learn to do at this stage, and sometimes this can require embracing your vulnerability and being honest about how exhausted you are. Just as one final word, prevention, not cure, is important. So whilst these steps seem simple, the implementation of them may not be easy, especially if you're not used to setting strong boundaries or asking for support. Putting our own needs first can be a challenge for all of us. The ideal is that you can set up your life in a way that you're meeting your needs on a regular basis and setting boundaries to protect those needs. Often this is a self-esteem issue. If you need help recovering from burnout, or the implementation of any of these tools, get in touch via my website. The link's in the links in the description below, and we can set up a discovery call today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'd love to know, what do you find harder to implement, saying no or asking for help? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for joining in, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.